Hello, welcome back to another game. Update, still no message from Gotham Chess. So we carry on the grind. And, okay, f5, interesting. e4 I'm kind of tempted by. I don't know. Already don't know. So my goals for this game are to play relatively quickly. But I don't know what I'm doing. Taking here, bishop takes. I want to get the queen on this diagonal. I want to put my bishop here. What am I doing? d4. Principled. I said it. This has got to be the way of things to look at. This seems really weird. This can't be an opening. Can it? Bishop here now. Finally threatening to take. Pushing seems interesting. Right, the goal for this was to preserve time, so let's preserve time. We might not play the opening super precise, but we're not going to get too bogged down with the time. It is a strange opening. I kind of want to work out, this has got to be takeable now. Right, that's got to be good for me. Not going to get bogged down with the time. Play quick, sensible, fast moves. I can check and then come back. Do I want to provoke g6 or not? I don't think so. Just get my knight out. Queen out, queen out. Knight out. Fast, sensible moves. Although I'm already down to 13 minutes. I don't think this opening can be very good for black. Let's have a look. They've played 2,691 games, joined 5 years ago. Fast, sensible moves. Bring our rook over. Put pressure on this pawn. Maybe reroute this knight on this path, kind of like that. Pushing here. Kind of like 2. I like the knight reroute. Although after g6, is that really where I want my knight to be? I think this has some merit. What does opponent want to do in this structure? They probably want to be playing d5 and putting the knight here. That's what they want to do. Maybe they can get away with putting the knight there now. Don't have this. Kind of want to play c3 at some point. I mean, c4 is probably the better move. I think c4 is probably the better move, isn't it? I always feel a bit nervous about playing c4, about whether I can maintain a c4, d4 centre. And if they push, yeah, maybe that trade's better for them, at least with an IQP. I think my game plan's got to be this diagonal. And trying to control that. So yeah, my first thought with knight over here, I'm also thinking knight up here is quite a sensible and attractive looking square. Or maybe my bishop wants to live here. Or something like this. Okay, that's really telling me to play this or to play this. They want to control this square and maybe push it. So maybe I play bishop there, knight there. It's interesting. Oh, what about this? Here fails to this. No, it doesn't. I think this is sensible. Fast, sensible moves, doesn't have to be the best. Although I am still down on time. Maybe I should give myself time goals about how much time I want to have after every move. It's a bit challenging though in this opening, like when an opponent opens up with f5 and play this weird structure. It's difficult to know because sometimes you can gain. Now I was thinking I'm just going to draw it all the way back. Kick you away or play queen here. Because where is your knight going realistically? Back here? I think that's a success for me. It's maybe a6. Well, I don't know, like if I go here and the knight moves, that doesn't... Gives me a square for my knights, I suppose. Is that good enough? Interesting. So I can kick the knight with a3. Just send you back there. Or do I put the queen there? Or do I put the knight here? Do I put the knight here? Fast, sensible moves. Come on, what's fast and sensible? That's one of them. I think I'm going to follow up with this. Expecting to see this. Got a space advantage. I think the engine's going to like this position. I think the engine will give this as a +1, I'd say. The question is, what does the human give? Maybe my queen was better placed there. Okay, yeah, fine. So we do see it. First consideration, bishop there. Try and poke on these dark squares. If rook comes over, do I want to play this? Locking the structure down. Maybe, but maybe I want to have played my here first in case we get this trade. Maybe I want to play with this rook over there. Fast, sensible moves. I think if the bishop goes here, I'm quite happy to trade. I can see this knight getting in here at some point. And now this knight is pretty dead in the game, isn't it? So this is my worst piece that I need to find a new home for. Okay. Bishop here I kind of like. Queen here. Oh, I'm saying kind of pushing this makes some sense. Maybe I just want to play, I don't know, queen here. Excuse me. Yeah, I think queen d2 next makes some sense. Trying to get some trades on. I want to push here, but I'm a bit nervous about bishop takes on b2. I think a trade is good for me. Interesting. The check locks the position down. Or if not, check. Maybe the bishop comes out. Maybe it's not so advantageous yet. Fast, sensible moves. This guy's got to come into the game. Yeah, so where do I like this? Kind of messes up my bishop. This would be ironic because I think my knight moves I'd have had about 50. So black's still got a lot of pieces on the back rank, right? Very underdeveloped. So I'm going to try and claim some space. Maybe like this is an idea. Maybe pushing h4, h5 at the right moment is a good idea. Actually, I kind of like this, yeah. I think I want to trade dark squared bishops and insert h4, h5. Also maybe want to double my rooks. And maybe this is a good way of getting the knight more involved. Yeah, so what's my plan? Get a central hold for my knights to go on. Whether that's playing here, hoping that they close it down and putting a knight in here, or going this way and having this square for my knight. Yeah, so maybe something like this would be good. This is a weakness and this is a weakness in the position, so maybe queen here is useful. Maybe I can just force the trade with this. This pawn's now weak. If I go here. Like that. So you're forced to move this knight. The knight probably comes here, right? Or do I trade? Maybe I trade. And if queen takes, we can bring the rook over. And if knight takes, I don't think that knight really wants to go back there, does it? Trade once. So we've got the option to bring this rook now over with a tempo. Go with tempo. Maybe could have put the knight in there. Check now. Forces that up. Knight in. Knight takes. Pawn takes. I'll have a centralized pawn. This guy's still pretty weak. Can I infiltrate? Check. does it? Interesting though. Let's check. I can just take the pawn because it's pinned. Bishop goes back. That's kind of passive, isn't it? Then maybe we insert this. Goes forward and then we launch up. Let's probe. Can they push it? No. Let's probe a bit. I probably spent too long on that move. Particularly as I don't think it's the best. Yeah, so where does it want to, like this, or does it want to go here? Really, I think it depends where the pawn structure settles. If we get this, I'd really want to reinforce it, which would require a knight here, which would be like this route. Does leave my bishop a bit vulnerable. Maybe it's still a bit vulnerable. Thinking about it, it's just not so easy to target yet. I need to be kind of careful about g5 ideas. Right, so what are they going to do to defend it? I mean, they could play passively back here. Knight back is interesting. So if takes, then king takes. Okay. So check, there. Kind of like that. My bishop's bad, but I've got a rook in. I start this plan. Maybe I start that plan. Which I kind of like. Yeah, is there any benefit to this? Does that just give him a really strong square? Is that good for me or him? I think him, because this bishop becomes rubbish. So let's get you into the game a bit more. See, I still don't really know what the best path for this piece is, about where it wants to end up. But it doesn't want to sit there because it had no forward moves. Like this was all rubbish. On this pawn twice now. Push. Is that good for me? Don't think so. What if, maybe I could have played there before. Maybe I... Apologies for the dog. I'm a bit lost now what to do. Is this coming? Do I play this? No, do I play this? Maybe. Maybe I play this. If we trade... I don't know. Not sure. Maybe this. Trying to preserve a bit of time. Yeah, okay. So I've got to protect the pawn. I'm going back here. Yeah. So this is the square I want to target now. That's where I want to put all of my effort. And these dark squares are the way into opponent's position, but this light square's bishop's rubbish. So this guy's going to move. Maybe I look to trade here, right? Such that I can land a knight there. I can put a knight there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces coming over there. Maybe I'm looking at b4 as well. Another idea to try and dislodge their structure. Passive knight move. Want to go there with the knight, or do I want to go there with my bishop? Let's go with the bishop. Yeah, definitely playing much quicker, but I would like to spend a lot longer on my moves. Also struggling to see what the main breakthrough is. Maybe I go back to this h4, h5 plan at some point. Maybe this bishop needs to be on this diagonal now. Yeah, because he's pretty dead, isn't it? Okay, interesting line. So takes, queen there, they take there, I go here, they take my bishop, I take their bishop, they move the knight, and I infiltrate. Could be worth a pawn, or I just go around this way. Something good. I can't put pressure. I think I want to trade. Or do I want to come in here? Queen there. What else are you gonna do? You can, if you trade, you kick me. Maybe I play this first. There first. Maybe I shouldn't have traded queens. Maybe it was a bit early. Despite trying my hardest, I'm still down to 5 minutes. Still trading by 3 minutes. They've got a rubbish light squared bishop. I've got a rubbish light squared bishop, but where the pawns are set, that's going to be advantageous for them in an ending, because they're going to be targeting my pawns, whereas I'm not targeting theirs. The dog's not a big fan of that, but hey ho. I was like, what happens if this comes? Dizzy. Because this was the square that I wanted, the E6 square, but that's 4 pieces on it. Okay, here we go, let's rock and roll. defends this pawn. I'm attacking this twice. If this, I'm not going there, I'm going here to get on this diagonal. And if this, I think I say, surely, well, yeah, what am I doing against this? Don't have any good squares, do I? Particularly now. Literally all my squares are taken. I feel like this to meet that with that. But that gives up a lot of light squares and runs into this. Well, not immediately. Maybe I want to... Where do I want to put this knight? Back here? That's rubbish as well, isn't it? Do I want to get here? So there. I've got this. Feels a bit passive, doesn't it? I feel like we've gone from having a space advantage and a really comfortable position to retreating all of my major pieces. I think black's got the better of the position here. So that's the fun bit about chess, eh? Either you play quickly and don't find the best moves, or you spend too long finding the best moves, but then you don't have time to convert it when it matters. I was also thinking maybe h4 was an interesting idea as well, just to kind of discombobulate their structure. Yeah. Well, then they can still push. This guy needs to come back, or I need to play b4. The only downside to b4 is it gives this bishop now entrance, whereas if they come in here, I've always got b3 to kind of lock it down. Okay, that shuts down a bit of the b4 plan. Rook up. Like, why? I've got no squares for my knights. I need to find some activity for my knights. Also, my bishop's doing nothing, so let's get that guy going. Up, maybe. What is my plan? I don't have the space to kind of counter punch, do I? I don't have anywhere to get my pieces in. Yeah, so now they're threatening like this. Could maybe defend up like here. I don't know. So if there, push takes. Not if I've got a knight there, that's okay. Push the rook. Try and infiltrate with the rook. Try and infiltrate with the queen. Which square's better? I think queen here is better. But rook can just slide over with tempo. Quick fast move is... this, which I'm not in love with. This is my new plan. So here. Everything's relatively well defended. I'm down to 3 minutes though. Push here. Queen here. Went into that. Right. Is it crazy? A bit crazy. Push. Okay. Boing boing. Not got tons of squares available for my pieces. But what do you need squares for, hey? There. To go over. Kind of like that. Because that's kind of nasty as well. Problems. Maybe queen here. Trade. Knight. No. I don't know. There. Not sure. Not sure, not sure. Okay, so there. Don't want to sack the exchange, do I? So I'll go here. This is brewing. Maybe we just try and exchange queens any means possible. Yeah, it wasn't a very good move, was it, Ricky? For yeah, up to that now. Protects the pawn. There. It's interesting. Trying to get some infiltration. What about my trade the queens plan? Is that legit? Slides over. Not sure. No, she's played a ton of bad moves. Maybe back here was better. Yeah, I think queen here was better. Maybe we'll still have a chance to play it. I suppose I didn't want the queen to come on this diagonal though, did I? And actually queen here, this takes, then we drop the pawn there. We do get some activity because we get the rook up and like queen up with check. Yeah, so that's got some mate potentials. Okay, so we're taking a worse pawn structure. Don't really want to trade there. What do I want to do? All my pieces are all stuck together. Didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. And that's stupid as well. I should have gone there to defend my bishop. Because now I've got a long old way to go. Again, I can play this first, can't I? This is long term a problem. Yeah, so maybe this. Okay. There's a knight there. If knight takes, we pick up. Don't know if it's any good. Check. But the pawn's protected. This knight currently is not in the game. So its forward squares are done by my knight, but the king does have here. This is quite an interesting square. So I'll start causing some problems. Here's kind of a safe square. Let's just keep trying to improve. Got to be careful about this line. I was thinking. Check. find to put my pieces. Comes forward, that takes the square away from his knight. I mean, this is always going to be a disadvantage to me in an endgame. Here. Yeah, can I start maybe making some plans of trapping this bishop? A bit scared now. Takes there, I've got to take back. Is that pawn getting promoted? I've got knight e3 at an opportune moment. Okay, so check there has got to be useful. Covers the infiltration square. Maybe like this. But he wants to takes knight there to pick up the pawn here. Maybe I'll push it. That's quite difficult for you to get at then, isn't it? Unless you go across here. Maybe knight here is my next move. Tense. I think I'd like my knights defending each other. If I can get a knight here and a knight here. Okay, so I can push. I can come back. Here. No, I can't. That drops to the check. How do I push? I feel offside with my pieces. Let's go this way. That's okay. Let you take there, I'm coming here. And collecting here. I feel okay. Although my piece is a bit stuck. Yeah. Nice. I don't have this, but there, then you take, then I check. I'm just stuck, aren't I? I don't know. Maybe pushing. Maybe I'll push there. Resistance. Oh, I totally missed. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, my pieces are doing nothing. Oh, that's a bad pawn to lose. Oh, that's annoying. That was terrible. Still didn't even get the square that I want. Just knight here or something. Pushes. This is done. Oh, God's sake. Oh, that's gone as well. Yes, this is just a terrible opening. Plus 1.6. She just wants me to play d5 really bad. Plus 1.8, plus 2. Plus 1. Started to lose my way here, yeah. This is b4. Now it's -1. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Now it's -2.5. That was, didn't think very good. You just got totally just tied down here. So he's level, but I missed the move. Yeah, because now he had to stop him from getting to that square. Now it's... Yeah, I should have gone with the other knight. I was also thinking, why can't I just... Would this work? No, okay, you push and you get a passer. Yeah, rubbish.